time in their career. The mile features local favorite Saeed Ahmed of Arkansas, who earlier anchored the distance medley relay for the Razorbacks, their first win in that race in 12 years, and this is his last race with an Arkansas jersey on. Would he love to go out as a individual champion? He was 6th in this race last year.
Dwight, this is unbelievably slow. This is ridiculously slow. I mean, 4 guys across, it looks like a very slow, long cross-country run. It's about as slow a pace as I've seen in all the NCAA meets I have covered going back into the 80s. This is almost a race walk right now. It's going to make for a very scintillating last 800 meters. Ahmed is happy to do this. He ran 4:02 to qualify here to get into this race. He ran 4:02 on a relay. This is 3rd race here, and he just assumed to have it turn into a kick, although I'm not sure he's the fastest of the kickers. Inside of him, wearing the M in his shirt, is Mike Woods, a Canadian who is a sophomore at the University of Michigan, has superb speed. And this guy can fly, and there's other guys in there that Ahmed has to worry about here. They're counting on him at Arkansas for the big points.
And the other thing when they're running this slowly is this can be very, very dangerous. This is a small track, and it's rather banked in the turns, and it's very easy for these runners' feet and legs to get tangled up together if they don't start stringing this pace out a bit.
Number 474 in the back, who runs with his hands kind of tightly held in blue and white. Christian Smith has a terrific 1,000-meter time, shorter distance, great speed necessary for that. He could be a good kicker in this. It behooves somebody here who's not a fast sprinter to really fly. I'm surprised at how slow this still is as we are approaching the half mile. One more lap around this track, and they will be halfway through this race, and this is going to be a sensational last 880 yards.
So let's set the field for you. Mike Woods of Michigan is leading over Saeed Ahmed of Arkansas, then Max Smith of Providence. Christian Smith with the long hair and the purple and white of Kansas State. He is in 4th, and he set a collegiate record in the 1,000 meters earlier this year, so he does have great speed, and they are starting to string it out a little bit, but 2:18 for the first half mile. That is just outrageously slow.
That, you know, words fail me. I mean, to put it in perspective, and it still hasn't quite picked up. It's starting to get a little serious now. Ahmed beginning to move, and he has run some very fast last 800 meter races, last 800 meters in a 1,500 meter race or in a mile, and he can move. But boy, he doesn't want to wind up 5th, losing badly on a kick here. Arkansas is counting on him getting 6, 8, or 10 points, finishing either 3rd, 2nd, or 1st.
Well, and he is counting on winning this because it's his last race with this uniform on. Now the racing is starting to develop, but everybody's still in it.
3 laps to go now.
Ahmed leads over Stephen Pfeiffer, and then here comes Christian Smith. He says, hey, I got great speed, and you didn't take anything out of me the first 3/4 of this race. Now the race is on. It's Christian Smith leading, Ahmed right behind him. Mike Woods is faded to 5th.
3:18 at 3/4 of a mile, and they have just 2 laps to go, and Smith is trying to take this race. Ahmed is trying to go with him. Woods moving up from 4th to 3rd.
Christian Smith continuing to lead with 100 meters to go. It's Smith and Ahmed. 2 laps to go. Here comes the bell lap. Ahmed a 1/4 mile to go. Now here comes the bell lap. Christian Smith looking over his right shoulder. Ahmed trying to attack before the turn, unable to do so. Smith holds the lead. You can expect Ahmed will make a move off this turn. Smith pretty much in a full sprint for him. David Rochich of Iowa State now coming into being, and Lancashire in 4th. Can Smith hold him off? Christian Smith of Kansas State looks awfully strong here. Will be tough to catch him. It's Christian Smith. Ahmed trying to hold on for 2nd. He will not do so. He'll get 3rd. Christian Smith wins it in a very slow time of 4:12.75. The last 800 meters, about 1:54.
And 54 seconds for the last 440 yards on an indoor track is quite fast. And again, Ahmed came up a little short there by letting this, I think, pace